By the year 2020, 20% of Europe's energy will come from renewable sources. Much of it from offshore wind. As the leading offshore wind farm installer, at A2SEA, we're ready to meet this challenge. We are renowned for having the most experienced project teams in the industry. Teams that are made up of specialists from many different backgrounds, who together understand the complexities of working with large budgets and tight time schedules in difficult and often unpredictable offshore conditions. Planning starts up to a year before the project gets underway and includes detailed assessments of the many factors that affect project success, such as site and harbour information, ocean data, and analyses of vessels, equipment and risk. Armed with this information, we can create highly detailed and realistic project plans. But working with changing winds, weather and sea conditions can prove a challenge, even for the best laid plans. By reacting quickly and working closely with the other parties, A2SEA can swiftly get the project back on track. Safety is our highest priority at A2SEA, and our quality systems ensured is a part of everything we do. We make a point of striving to exceed all international safety regulations, and our track record in this area speaks for itself. A2SEA was the first in the world to install jack-up legs to an existing vessel to create a stabilized installation platform. Today, our fleet of flexible vessels can be tailored to the capacity required for each individual project and location. Our self-propelled, leg-suspended crane vessels provide cost-effective and efficient solutions, while our specially constructed jack-up barges can operate at deeper water sites with higher tidal ranges and lift up to 800 tons. We are able to transport all the components needed to install several wind turbines in each installation cycle. Our systems handle the necessary logistics, so utility companies and wind turbine manufacturers can simply deliver the components and sections at the loading port. But regardless of what is being transported, safety is uppermost in our minds during all loading and transport. We have considerable experience installing the foundations for all kinds of turbines. So, whether it is a monopile, tripod or jacket foundation, A2SEA has the right vessels and equipment to transport, upend and install them safely, efficiently and with precision. The knowledge and expertise of our offshore team is unrivaled in the industry. And as we use our own vessels and crews on installation jobs, this know-how is naturally transferred to future projects. As wind turbine constructions become larger and more sophisticated, A2SEA is developing larger and more flexible vessels that can work further offshore in even deeper waters. We recently transported and installed all 92 foundations at Denmark's largest wind farm, Horns Reef 2, located 75 kilometers out in the harsh environment of the North Sea. These monopile foundations were sailed out 4 at a time and then installed at the impressive rate of less than a day per foundation. Since we started over a decade ago, we've installed well over 500 offshore wind turbines in Europe, from the Irish Sea to the Swedish coast. And if the current trend continues, this figure looks set to double every 2 years. Whatever the project, we work closely with our customers to create the optimal installation solution. Our highly specialized cranes have the capacity to install the latest in offshore wind turbines in the 5 to 7 megawatt class, at heights of up to 100 meters above sea level, in deeper water locations with high tidal ranges. Our self-propelled, shallow-drafted crane vessels are ideal for carrying out repairs in the offshore environment. From replacing major components to repairing single elements, our vessels and crew have experience of working with almost all offshore sites, turbine manufacturers, developers and park owners. Whenever we work on an offshore turbine, we enter all information about seabed conditions, cable locations and turbine specifications into our extensive database. This saves us considerable time when returning to a site we know. By offering flexible service contracts, we can provide one-off repairs, planned maintenance or longer-term framework agreements. And with a fleet of dedicated service vessels, we make sure our customers' wind farms experience minimal downtime. From project design and management to integrated installation and service solutions, using our own vessels and teams, we have ensured safe, efficient and successful offshore wind projects all over Europe. Partly by having the right vessels and equipment, but above all, by having the right people and know-how.